Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video I am doing a reading and review slash reading discussion of my year in 2016. I have a bunch of things written down, so let's get started. About my Goodreads goals and what I reached with that, which I'll have everything that I'm talking about linked down below. So like my Goodreads challenge, all that kind of stuff will be linked down below if you want like a visual. For my Goodreads challenge, I put the goal at 250 books and then I read 452. I had a great reading year this year, which I didn't think I would because I thought I would be busier, but I wasn't, so I read a lot. I read 452, which equals to this many pages. And the shortest book I read was a like 9-page novella by Renee Ahdieh. It's The Crown and the Arrow. And then the largest book I read was The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt, which was 773 pages. So yeah, I read this in November, I think. No, I read it in December. I finished it in December. And the average page length was 289 pages. The most popular book that's most popular on Goodreads that I read was A Glass Castle by Jeanette Walls, which I also read in December. And the least popular book I read was The Billionaire Daddy by Emma Leah. I think like only 53 people read that book, so. And my average rating for 2016 is 3.3 stars, which makes sense because I give a lot of books 3 stars. If you want a separate video talking about how I rate books or something, please let me know, because a book can be really good and I can still give it 3 stars because it's not like I'm going to remember it in a couple months, you know what I mean? So, and the highest rated on Goodreads that I read was A Court in Mist and Fury by Sarah J Maas. Out of all of those 452 books, I read 76 young adult books and the rest were new adult slash adult, of a variety. So yeah, I didn't really read that many young adult books this year, which I kind of feel bad about, but I don't know. Nothing's been really grabbing my attention lately, so I don't know. This year I've noticed, or 2016, I noticed my reading tastes have changed. Not drastically, because I feel like in 2015 I was kind of on the same road, I guess. So I've been reading more new adult and adult books and less young adult, and I've also kind of just realized how much of a romance reader I am. I've always been a really big romance reader, but 2016 was the year that I was like okay with saying that I was a romance reader. I think there's just this stereotype with reading romance that you are like a 6-year-old woman who reads romance. Like, that's what romance is stereotyped. And it drives me crazy because I am 20, almost 21, and I love to read romance books. I just am addicted to them. So I have always been kind of ashamed to admit that, but like 2016 was the year that I was like, I'm a romance reader and I don't care. So yeah, and I've just been reading less fantasy. I accepted that I'm not a fantasy reader and that no matter how many fantasy books I read, it's not gonna change anything. I can't get into it. I can't understand it. Like, I just don't know what it is, but I'm not a fantasy person anymore, sadly. I don't think I ever really was a fantasy reader, but you know? This year, I started graphic novels for the first time, and that was something that I discovered new this year. So the first comic book I read was Harley Quinn, Hot in the City, from the new 52 editions. So I read this was super fun, and it was a new way to read, and I really did enjoy it. So, and then the first graphic novel I read was obviously Saga. So I love this series, and I'm probably gonna keep up with it forever because I think they're releasing like many more in the future, so I'm excited. This year I bought less books, which is good because that's kind of what I wanted to do. I didn't want to buy that many, and I also discovered thrift store shopping for books, which is something I never thought I would do because I just kind of get weirded out by used things, but I've accepted that it's okay and that it's not that weird. So yeah, I have been reading and buying thrift store books more often. I've been going to my local Value Villages and finding some really good books there. And yeah, I've been just buying less in general, just brand new books or whatever. I think in the beginning of the year I went a little hardcore, and then as like the summer came and then like the fall, I would only buy like books I'm really excited for, which is something I want to do in the new year as well. I've been also reading books a lot harsher. I used to rate a lot of books like 5 stars because it was like a really good book, but I need to really like feel something after I read the book, or like if I'm gonna remember the book in like a couple of months. So I've been rating them a lot harsher, which I'm happy about, so it's great, it's great. I started my booktube channel this year, or in 2016. That was insane. I can't believe I actually started, and I have over 100 subs, so thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed and who's commented and liked all my videos and whatnot. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to really keep this channel up in this year of 2017. I've also been really active on my Bookstagram, which for the longest time I kind of was over it a little bit, but I've been really into it, and I've been uploading every day. And so if you're looking for what I'm reading at the moment, I always update my Bookstagram. I always have Bookstagram stories of what I'm reading, and I post photos and mini reviews and synopsis every day. So if you're looking for something that you want to read like ASAP, go on my Bookstagram, follow me there. Everything will be linked down below. I've also read more ARCs in 2016. I officially took NetGalley really serious, and I reviewed a lot more books. I got accepted for a lot of great books, which I'm really happy about. It was a really great year for reading ARCs, and I hope to continue that with this year. I want to show you guys a picture of what I'm going into 2017 with. So this is my TBR that I have that I need to read. These are all of the books that I own that I haven't read yet. So this is my TBR that I need to catch up on and get reading with. Which also brings me to the video I put out a while ago, which was top 5 books I want to read before the end of 2016. I only read 2 books on that list. I read Uprooted, which I talked about in my November or October wrap-up. I can't remember. I'll put it down below. Didn't like it as much as I thought I would. And then I also read The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt, which I really enjoyed. And yeah, so I had, I think, 2 or 3 other books on that list that I wanted to read. I didn't get to. Hopefully I'll read them this year though. I didn't really read any books this year. I think I maybe reread like 5 or 4. if that. I did reread Legend by Katie Evans like 3 times. I'm obsessed with that book. And I can't think of anything else that I reread. I have a few goals for 2017 that I want to talk about. I want to buy less again. I would like to really save up for bookshelves, for more bookshelves. I want them in white. These are also not all the books I own. I have a bunch of books in boxes in my spare bedroom, so I would like to find all of those books a home with pretty white bookshelves. So I'm kind of trying to save for that and buy less books, I guess. Also buy books that I really love that I don't own physical copies of. I feel like I read a lot of books on my Kindle and I'm like obsessed with the books, but I don't own them in physical copies. So that's kind of something I want to try to put my money towards, because those are books I love and I want to have on my shelves. So I want to kind of try to do that as well. And maybe participate in some read-alongs this year. I just started my BookTube channel in September? October? I think it was September. So I didn't really participate in anything this year. I want to participate in things. And yeah, that's about it. I probably won't read that much this year. I'm gonna have a really busy year. So I don't think I'll be reading as much, which kind of scares me, but that's alright. So yes, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. If I have anything else to add, I'll add it in the info box, so make sure you check it out. As well as like everything will be linked down below. Also, if you were trying to add me on Goodreads and on my Bookstagram, I had the wrong links for some reason down below, so I don't know why that happened, but I finally replaced them with the right links, so if you click on them, it'll be the right page. Sorry about that. I had no idea until a viewer let me know, so thank you. I am going to be posting my favorite books of the year soon, I think. I'm not sure which video is going up first, but I'm going to post that. And let me know if you want a least favorite books list, a least favorites of the year. I don't know if I want to post one, but if you really want me to, I will. I hope you guys had a great reading year, and hopefully 2017 is even better for books and all of the stuff. Give this video a like, subscribe, follow me on all my other social media, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.